What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to EV Unleashed. If you've been following along with my other videos, you guys will know I've been complaining about my brakes quite often, and I finally got my prickly brake levers. So today we're going to do a little install on the prickly brake levers here, and we are also going to do a brake bleed while we're at it, get some new fluid in there. And so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alrighty, so first things first is we're going to need to remove the set screw out of the blade, and to do that, mine is going to be a 5/64 Allen key. Now we should be able to push the pin up out of the blade housing here. Don't lose that. And then now we can turn the plunger screw in here clockwise to remove. And there we go. Brake lever is off. And you may want to check your plunger screw, make sure that that is not bent or anything. If it's bent, you may need to replace it. Luckily mine looks pretty straight here, so I will keep it. Yeah, now we can go ahead and transfer over our old hardware onto our new blades over here. And now that we have the old hardware transferred into our new blades, we can go ahead and reinstall this new blade, our new blade, into the plunger screw, turning clockwise. Alrighty, now once we got our new blades back onto the plunger screw, we can go ahead and reinstall the pen and tighten up our set screw here. And that should be it. Alright, we've got that set screw tightened back up, and she is feeling much better. So we're going to go ahead and get the other side installed just like we did this side, and then we're going to go ahead and bleed the brakes and see how they feel after that. Alrighty guys, we got both sides installed here, looking and feeling great. So now we can go ahead and move on to the brake bleed portion here. And for that, we are going to use a brake bleed kit here, along with some Shimano hydraulic mineral oil, and that's what we'll be using for the brake fluid. So let's jump right into the brake bleed. Alrighty, so first things first, what I'm going to do is get my brake lever level here. I run mine a little down, it's just what feels comfortable to me, so I'm going to go ahead and level this. It's best to do that when you bleed your brakes. Alrighty, so now we got that nice and level. We can go ahead and grab our T10 and remove our brake fluid cap. And there will be a little O-ring here, so make sure you guys don't lose that. And then now we'll want to go through your kit. You'll want to go through your kit and find the correct fitting that attaches to your plunger bowl here. Then once you find your correct fitting, you can go ahead and get that screwed in. And get your bowl hooked up there. And then once you have your bowl all hooked up, you'll want to grab your syringe and find this fitting here, which will connect to your rear caliper. And then once you have all that connected, you can go ahead and fill this sucker up with some mineral oil. And there we go. Alrighty, so now that we got our syringe filled up, we can come down here to the brake caliper and we can go ahead and break this set screw loose here, and that will be where we fill up the brake fluid. So let's go ahead and get this broken loose here, and then it might be a good idea to grab a rag and tuck it in right here, just so you don't get your rotor or calipers or anything oily. Now we can go ahead and remove this screw and quickly screw in our syringe. And then once we have this screwed in down here, we can come up to the top and remove the plunger from up here. Now once we have this all hooked up and the plunger removed from the top, we can go ahead and just start pumping the fluid in here. And as you can see, the old fluid is pumping up here. It looks so dirty. Look at that. Looks like I got some stuff in there. We're going to go ahead and keep pushing all this through and see what it looks like once we're done with that. Alrighty, so I went ahead and pumped all that in. Now we can come back up here and put the plunger back in to create vacuum back in the system. And we can unscrew our plunger, or we can unscrew our syringe here and fill it back up with more fluid and repeat the process. Alrighty, we went ahead and pumped 2 or 3 syringes full of brake fluid, new brake fluid in. So now once you're done, you can go ahead and pop your plunger back in, grab your set screw, and go ahead and unscrew your plunger or your syringe and get the set screw put back in. And now clean all this up quick that's spilt out or dripped out. Alrighty, once we have our set screw back in the back, we can come up here to the front and remove this old fluid and the fitting. And then once you have your fitting and everything off, I like to put just a hair bit of oil in this to make it overflow. That way when I'm putting the bolt back on, I know that no air is getting down in there and in the lines. And then now at this point we can get everything wiped down, cleaned up, anything that might have dripped, spilled, and then now you can go ahead and get your brake lever reset to how you like it. And bang, just like that, guys, got the new prickly brake levers installed. They're feeling much better. Hopefully the brake bleed will make them feel even better. Surprised on how dirty that fluid actually was. But if this doesn't make it better, next upgrade will be a full brake line upgrade, full brake kit. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful with the install. Next video we'll go take our first test drive with the new brakes and see what we think of them. But if you guys have any suggestions, anything you guys want to see, leave them down in the comment. Hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time. Peace.